Pronounced, defined, used in lexical dispatch.
Volatile, adjective, volatility, volatilize, chemistry, evaporating readily at normal temperatures and pressures, characterized by or subject to rapid, unpredictable, or explosive change, as in a situation or a person's temper. Computing, stored in memory only for the duration of a session, lost when the computer is turned off. Archaic or rare, fleeting, transitory, sometimes found in literary context. The stock market is highly volatile, with prices fluctuating dramatically based on economic indicators and investor sentiment. Her volatile temperament made it difficult for the team to predict her reactions during high-pressure negotiations. In chemistry, volatile substances like ethanol evaporate quickly at room temperature, making them useful in solvents and fuels. The geopolitical situation in the region remains volatile, with tensions escalating unexpectedly between neighboring countries. Volatile organic compounds, VOCs, are emitted as gases from certain solids or liquids, contributing to air pollution and health risks. During the pandemic, employment rates were volatile, shifting rapidly due to lockdowns and economic stimulus measures. The artist's volatile creativity led to periods of prolific output followed by months of inactivity. In computer science, volatile memory loses its data when the power is turned off, unlike non-volatile storage devices. The success of the startup depended on navigating the volatile trends of the tech industry, which required agility and innovation. Critics noted the director's volatile filmmaking style, which alternated between groundbreaking successes and poorly received projects. The volatility of cryptocurrency prices deters some conservative investors despite the potential for high returns. Political volatility in the nation led to frequent changes in regulatory policies affecting international business contracts. In finance, beta coefficients measure the volatility of a stock compared to the overall market, guiding investment strategies. The volatility of his moods made interpersonal relationships challenging, as others struggled to adapt to his shifts in demeanor. Climate scientists study the volatility of weather patterns to improve predictions of extreme events like hurricanes and droughts. Economic volatility often correlates with social unrest, as seen in histories of revolutions and protests. The volatility of the compound required careful handling in the laboratory to prevent accidental evaporation or combustion. Tech companies face volatility in consumer demand, especially with rapid advancements in artificial intelligence and automation. Investors hedge against volatility by diversifying their portfolios across asset classes, including bonds and commodities. The volatility of public opinion on social issues necessitates that policymakers remain adaptable and responsive to changing sentiments. When heated, the liquid will volatilize into a gas, which can then be condensed back into a pure form through distillation. In environmental science, pollutants volatilize from soil into the atmosphere, where they contribute to smog formation. The chemists aim to volatilize the sample without decomposing it, ensuring accurate analysis through gas chromatography. During the experiment, the solid began to volatilize unexpectedly, indicating contamination or an impurity in the mixture. To volatilize essential oils from plant materials, steam distillation is commonly used in the perfume industry. The volatilization of the solvent was accelerated by increasing the temperature, reducing the time required for drying the coating. In geology, the volatilization of water and other gases from magma influences the explosivity of volcanic eruptions. Volatilization losses in agriculture occur when fertilizers convert to gaseous forms, reducing nutrient availability for crops. The process of volatilization is critical in pharmaceutical manufacturing to ensure the purity and stability of active ingredients. Researchers studied the volatilization of metals during industrial processes to minimize environmental contamination and health hazards. Key tips for test takers: TOEFL, SAT, GRE, GMAT, usage and importance. Volatile is high frequency on GRE or GMAT, testing vocabulary in context, example, text completion, sentence equivalence. It often contrasts with words like stable, constant, or predictable. Understanding its derivatives, volatility, volatilize, helps tackle nuanced questions, especially in reading passages related to science, finance, or social sciences. Likely question formats: synonym selection, volatile versus unstable, erratic, capricious, mercurial, turbulent. Antonyms: stable, constant, steady, predictable. Analogies: volatile is to stable as erratic is to consistent. Antonym relationship: volatility is to predictability as chaos is to order. Degree of stability. Sentence completion: the blank nature of the chemical required special storage conditions to prevent rapid evaporation. Answer: volatile. Common confusables: volatile, changeable, or evaporative versus versatile, adaptable, multipurpose. Volatility, noun form, versus velocity, speed in physics. Volatilize, to evaporate, versus mobilize, to organize for action. Idioms or phrases: on edge, nervous or volatile state. Tinderbox situation, highly volatile context prone to conflict. Test-taking strategies. In reading passages, volatile often signals risk, uncertainty, or rapid change. For antonym questions, associate volatile with stability-related opposites. In science context, note that volatile refers to evaporation, not just changeability.